one God and Father of all, who is above all, through all, and in you all. Ephesians 4 and 6. Now let's get into the video, y'all.
What's up, Z&A family? It's your boy Zay Teta.
And it's your girl Ari.
And we back with another banger.
Today we have basically a story time about how it all started, how me and Zay came about, how it all began. Before marriage, before everything, before even courting, how it all started.
From the beginning.
From the beginning. So, do you want me to start with my point of view, or you want to go first?
You can start with yours because you hit me up first.
Okay. This is where, see, I got my tea. This is where, yeah, this is tea. Pun intended. But, okay. So it all started, a mutual connection of ours in the past made a YouTube for me. And I'm
made a YouTube?
I mean...
Or a Twitter?
Twitter. See, I'm not social media savvy at all whatsoever. But this particular person made a Twitter for me because they wanted me to join Twitter at the time. And I was like, okay, let me see what Twitter is about. Never really used it, never really got on at all whatsoever. And this one particular day, I was on this person's profile and I seen him. And I seen it as like a retweet. I don't know Twitter like that, but
retweet.
Yeah, he was under a retweet. So I was like, okay, like he's fine, he's cute or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm interested. I want to get to know who this person is. So I DM'd the mutual connection that we had at the time, or I think I was on the phone with the person, and I was like, look, I don't know who was on your page, but I'm on him. Like, my eyes are on him. Like, and I want to get to know him. So let that be known. And then later on that night, when I took my time, I wasn't like in a rush, even though I was interested and I was thinking about him for a minute. I wasn't in a rush, and then I sat down, I thought of everything I was gonna say. I basically, hit him up. I was like,
excuse me, can I touch you for a minute? Excuse me, can I touch you for a minute?
Hey, you're attractive, I want to get to know you more, yada, 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 like, what's up? He told me
She said I was fine, not even attractive. She said, you fine.
I may have used those words. But I definitely, I was interested in his looks first and foremost. I didn't really know nothing about him yet. And so I messaged him. I was like, what's up with you? You handsome, you fine. Like, I'm attracted to you. And then, not too long after that, he replied back to me and he told me he was in a relationship, but it was about to end soon or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
And knowing me, I'm like, no, that's done, because I don't do that. Like, I'm never the one to try to break up a relationship or come between anything like that. Like, I'm not that type of girl. So I was like, oh no, like instantly it was like, okay, like you're off the market. Like, I'm not interested like that no more. Like, you're still attractive, but you're still dealing with other people, like, another person. So I'm like, no. And he was like, no, we can still be friends. No, like, no, I'm not trying to do that. Like, if I'm going to be interested in you, I want to be in a relationship. I want to get to know you on a deeper level. If you're dealing with somebody, I can't do that. Like, I don't want to be your friend. You're too cute for me to be your friend. I don't want to be your friend.
That's what she said. That's actually what she said. I don't want to be I can't be your friend. You're too cute.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm already attracted to you in that way. It's like, I didn't think of friend when I saw you. I thought of, oh, you can potentially be something to me, not a friend. So I was like, no, like, I'm not even trying to, like, get put in that category. Like, I respect relationships. I told him this. I remember this. I respect relationships, and it's just inappropriate for me to, like, keep talking to you. Like, if you're single one day, maybe. But right now, no. Like, I'm good. He was like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. Like, I'm not trying to be your friend. I don't want to be your friend. And so, that happened, like what? Like, probably, like, 2 or 3 months went by?
Like 3 months.
Yeah,
3 months.
Like, probably about, like, 3 months or 2.
2, 3 months.
Went by, and I checked my DMs.
Had to hit her back.
And it's him. And
What's
I'm
up?
like, okay, it's been about a few months. Like, what's going on? So he told me that him and his past relationship has ended, and he's interested in me, still interested in me. I was like,
She was. She is pretty. She is. She's pretty.
But
ooh.
yeah, so I was like, oh, you're still interested? That's cool. Like, and we started talking. We started having, like, long phone conversations and, like, really getting to know each other. Oh, what?
No. That's not how it went.
How did it go?
It went like this. All that, the beginning part, like her hitting me up first and stuff like that, that was very true. And I was at the end. I wouldn't even say, like, the end of my past relationship, because, like, it was already over. It was just some tomfoolery at that point. So I was like, we all knew it was over, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I seen her and I was just like, what relationship? So I forgot. Like, I don't even know which direction this really gonna go. So I had to be honest with her and tell her what it was. And of course she was just like, yeah, no, you too fond to be friends. I was like, okay, for sure. You feel me? So we went our separate ways, and then months later, I was scrolling through my DMs, and I seen her, and I was like, ooh, I almost forgot about you. I can't let this one go. So I had to slide right back in her DMs. I'm really single now. What's up? And she just like, oh yeah. Like, I don't remember word for word, but we started chopping it up. And I was like, dang, like, she real pretty, And, we added each other on Snapchat. On Snapchat. We didn't even have each other on Instagram.
No, we didn't have each other on Instagram.
We just had each other on Snapchat and Twitter. And had her phone number. And I remember the first time that I talked to her, it was a long, like 3-hour conversation. Because I was at work. I was working for Amazon. Doing Amazon delivery down in in the LA area. I was doing deliveries out there, and we was just like, when we was on the phone, we was chopping it up, and we was just talking about our experiences, things we done been through in life.
Yeah, for a cool minute.
Our beliefs, like, we was hitting it off. Like, at least I thought we was hitting it off, and it was all like, I was like, yeah, like. Yeah, like I think I took a screen because she had sent me pictures of herself, and I was like, I sent it to my homegirls, Stephanie and Mackenzie, and I was like, this girl real pretty. And I was like, I'm gonna marry her. Watch. And I was just like, I don't even know what had like came over me when I was saying that, but I was just like, I'm gonna marry her. Watch, because I knew she wasn't easy, And yeah, the next thing I know, I'm texting her like, good morning, we're gonna keep it raw and real. Yeah, boy was trying to get freaky. Like, let me pull up on you. like what's up? Like, let me pull up on you real quick. You feel me? And she was like, no, I got word. I ain't trying to do that.
I was trying to duck and dodge. I was hitting him with the
yeah. I was really trying to come see her too, and I was like, dang, like I was trying, you know what I'm saying? I was being wild, but I still was a Twitter ninja, and she peeped it, and she was not having it.
I was not.
And it went from blue messages to green messages so
real
quickly.
Fast. Real fast. And I remember, like, cause me, like, if we're talking and I know your birthday's coming up, I'm gonna wanna pull up on you. I'm gonna wanna, like, say happy birthday or like do something extra, especially if I'm talking to you. And I already knew what time he was on, so I was like, if I see him and it's his birthday, like, I'm gonna either have to get him something, not my goodies, but like I'm gonna have to get him something. And I didn't know if I wanted to like really pursue that. I like really like fall into that at the time, because mind you, around this time, like my dad had freshly passed away, so it was like my emotions were everywhere. Like I was very vulnerable at this time.
Oh man.
Too as well, and I was also like, I wouldn't say exploring my options.
Yeah, same situation I was in before. In and out of a relationship, not knowing what it really was and what it really wasn't. But you was there. You know
and that's what I was doing. I was like back and forth. I didn't know like what I really wanted at the time. Yes, I know like I was very attracted to Isaiah, like off rip. But like I go on his Twitter and I'm seeing like wild things. I'm like,
wow.
If I'm gonna like exit out of this already like not so stable / toxic relationship or whatever situationship, whatever that was, I wanted to be like better. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to be something that like we can build on and not just based off of just sexual or like sexual intentions, or you know, I wanted to be more. I wanted to have substance, deep things and depth attached to it. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get out of this, I want something deeper. And then I kind of felt like it wasn't gonna be that with Isaiah, so I kind of pulled back from him. So I'm like, man, is that all you want from me? Like, I want more with you, and I thought that's what it was, but
yeah. Nah, she just blocked
me.
I
just didn't communicate with him about how I was feeling, and I blocked him on everything. I blocked him on everything except for Snapchat. I don't think I blocked you yet.
She had me blocked on Snapchat. Like I was trying to send her text. Like I was texting her like, "Good morning, gorgeous. Like have a good day at work." Because I knew she went to work at like 5:30 a.m. or something like that. And like I would wake up sometime around that time and like shoot her a text message like, "Have a good day at work" and stuff like that. Like I was really interested in her, but I was like, yeah, I need a reason to like stop my wild ways. If you say something to me, like, hey, like I'm interested in you and stuff, but you wilding on Twitter, and I'm not. Like, I'll cut you off over that. Oh, for sure. Like, let me go ahead and like did that, but nothing was said. But at the same time, like when you interested in somebody on that type of level, you got to be mature enough to be like, let me go ahead and stop this right now. Because, you know, I'm interested in this person and it's not a good look. I wasn't thinking like that back then. Mm-hmm. But one thing she said was like, her dad had just freshly, you know, passed away. And I do remember, like, and I hope people don't take it wrong, but I do remember when she had told me that, I was like, part of me was like, oh, okay, like I kind of don't want to deal with that. Mm-hmm. Because like that's a lot on, I'm not saying a lot on me, but I know that's a lot on her. And and at that time, I was being real with myself. I was like, emotionally and mentally, I'm not even in a place to like be able to like comfort anybody if they going through it and they have their days. Because you losing your dad or your parent, you gonna have your days. That's guaranteed. But I was like, I'm not even like mentally like stay like in a good position to be able to like really care for somebody on that type of level. And I was just like, dang, like I don't know if I can do that. So that was one thing that, you know, I had seen, and I was like, dang, I ain't ready for that yet.
And that's understandable, because I still have those days, but like back then, oh my goodness, it was way worse. Like I would cry randomly, I'll cry myself to sleep, I would push everybody away. Like, a lot of people did not understand, like, what I was truly, really going through at that time. Like, yeah, I may be all smiles in front of you, but, like, I was really, like, hurt. I was so hurt. I was so lost. You know, losing a parent is definitely not easy. Um, that's probably, like, the one of the hardest battles I ever had to face in my life. And, yeah, I was very gracefully broken at that time.
Man.
Like, very broken, very lost, and confused, vulnerable. I was a lot of stuff. So we both weren't really ready for a relationship at that time, to be honest.
Her blocking me, I personally believe that was God preserving us for later on. Cause that would have been like, if we would have linked up, the type of two people that we was back then, if we would have linked up and seen each other while we was in that stage, oh yeah, you know.
Oh, shit, like
it would have been going down. It would have been going down.
Yeah.
So I thank God that we didn't even like get to see each other.
No.
Until like Paul. It was like 8 months later until I got to actually like see her, because we didn't talk for like 8 months. But the crazy part is, my birthday came around. This woman gonna text me, "Happy birthday." Like, she had me blocked on everything, and she unblocked me on Snapchat just to text me, "Happy birthday." I said,
because I felt bad. He told me his birthday, and I remember birthdays. I took a mental note. Me, if I really love you, I'm gonna take mental notes and store stuff in my like forefront. And I was like, oh snap, it's his birthday today. Like, let me at least say happy birthday. But then once I said happy birthday, I went back MIA because I just wasn't ready to have that conversation.
yeah, bro. Like, she said happy birthday, and then like I was trying to respond back, she blocked me. It's like, huh? Like, what was the point of even texting me? Blocked me. And then, like, her birthday came around. She didn't block me. She unadded me because I was still able to see her story.
Because, mind you, his birthday's in October. My birthday's in November.
Yeah, so it was like, right, like 20 days away from each other. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm seeing her birthday, you feel me? I'm like, I know it was before your birthday that you had told me, like, why you cut me off. She told me, like, I cut you off because, you know, you wilding on Twitter, like, you know, you a Twitter ninja, like, you saying this, you saying that, like, and she, valid points. She was not wrong. All this stuff you saying and do it. So I'm like, man, like, oh, okay, like, you feel me? Okay. And then her birthday come around and she, like, she's on Snapchat. She had a lingerie party. I'm like, oh, hold on. You calling me this, but look what you posted on Snapchat. Like, so, like, I'm, like, upset with her.
And I didn't post nothing too crazy. It
really
wasn't nothing crazy.
I was just in my feelings. And I was like, I got to clap back at her. I got to get her back for what she did. What? But you. And so.
We was going back and forth. And then we just ended up, like, blocking each other because we was not listening to each other, like, at all. We ended up blocking each other. We didn't speak for a long time. Mind you, before all this, too, like, another factor that played into it, because we didn't talk about this, is that you were still, like, healing from what happened in your relationship. Because, like, we'll be on the phone, and then he'll talk about, like, you know, everything that transpired in his past relationship. And I'm on the phone, like, I'm hearing him out, of course. Like, I'm understanding both sides, and he's explaining things to me. But you could tell, like, he was still dealing with his hurt. So I was like, we're not ready. Like, we might have, like, a lot of stuff in common, and we might, like, relate so many levels, but we're both not ready. Like, you gotta handle some things out. I gotta handle some things out. And then maybe, just maybe.
Yeah,
we can, you know, work things out in the future.
Yeah. And then, you know, fast forward 8 months later, I had, you know, started changing my ways, changing how I was doing things. My life was changing. My relationship with God was really changing. Like, I really started to like cultivate and build that relationship with God. And I remember I had just went to Georgia to help my brother move out there, and I came back, and my brother was like, oh, like come move out here to Georgia, like you gonna do this, you gonna do that, like you gonna get up on it, stuff gonna happen. I'm like, okay, for sure, like let me get my stuff together. And I remember I was on the phone with my homegirl Stephanie, and I was like, dang, bro, like I don't think I'm ever gonna get married. Like I'm cool off this stuff. Like she was like, nah, like just give it one more try, Zay. Just give it one more try. And I was like, man, I don't know. She's like, just give it one more try. Like, just give it one more try. I'm like, alright, bro. And I literally go to my Instagram and I'm scrolling, and the section that says like suggested people on your Instagram because you got their number, and I look and I see her, and I'm like, huh. Let me DM her, and I'm like, dang, what do I say? Like I'm sitting on it for a minute. I'm like, what do I say? Cause like she not with the tomfoolery, like she don't play no games, like so I gotta come correct. And how do I come correct in these text messages? So I hit her up, I DM'd her, and I was just like, hey, like, how you doing? And she responded back, and I told her like, I just want to apologize for how I acted before, but like I'm not that same person that I was. And she was like, okay, I also like explain it. And I was like, ooh, okay, like you want to know. So,
Cause mind you, while he was going through his like stretching and like shedding off all the things that were holding him back from all his blessings and stuff, I was going through the same thing. And just building my relationship with Christ and really seeking him for myself for the first time in my life. 21 years old, and I was just done playing games. And so when he texted me, it was kind of like what? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But when I first seen his text, I just had got off of work. I was like, this ninja, like I don't want to talk to you. But like once he said that, I was like, wait, what? Like I changed, cause like around that time I was getting a lot of hit ups, and I kept having to like dodge a lot of guys that wanted to get to know me, because I knew what type of journey I was on, which was celibate. I wasn't trying to like talk to anybody. I wasn't trying to, go down the road that I've been going on. It hasn't been leading me to the right things, the right people, the right purpose for me. So I was like, I'm doing things differently, and I'm gonna choose myself and put myself first this time around. And I didn't focus on no marriage. I didn't focus on no husband. I didn't focus on no kids or no like vision of my own. I was really like into God. God was first and foremost before any other thing. Like I just really wanted to see Christ. Like I wasn't looking for a husband. I wasn't looking for anything but God. But here comes Isaiah in my DMs out of nowhere, and yeah, I was so cautious that I was even praying against him. Man. I was like, Lord, if this is an assignment trying to disturb my peace, trying to disturb this relationship that I'm building with you, remove it. I don't care. Yes, I like this man. I like where this can potentially go, but if he's not for me, I don't want it. I don't want it. This is not my husband. I don't want it. Like, what is the reason? What is the reason? Am I doing this for fun? Are we just talking just to talk? Like, Lord, show me what the reason, what the purpose of this man messaging me and trying to, like, enter back in my life at this time. What's the purpose?
Yeah.
But we talked.
We chopped it up. We talked. We just kept talking. And we was just talking about how God has changed us and how much we're enjoying it and everything. And it wasn't fake neither. Mm-mm. Like that's just like what it was. Yep. And it was and it still is good. And man, we talked, and I was like,
we was finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah, like I'll be
That's how we
sending
knew
a
it was
message
real.
and then still be typing and she'll finish it and then it'll be the same way. And I'm like, man, like you see this in a movie. Like,
Right.
like this can't be real. So I'm like, what the heck? And finally, I got to meet, actually see her in person.
But we're not gonna. That's part 2.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go into that. But we finally met. We finally seen each other in person.
You know what's crazy is even with this video, we never said oh, we're gonna stop it at we're gonna stop part 1 when we get to the point of when we meet in person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over here thinking okay, we're gonna stop it when we get to when we first met each other. That's when we're gonna stop it. As you see, she finished it. I'm thinking it and she said it. But that's how it's always been going like that. And that's the crazy part. Because man, it was just, I was like, yeah, this the one that got away. You know, everybody, what they say on the internet sometimes, oh, everybody got that one that got away.
If you love someone, let it go. If it comes back, then that's how you know. That's that, what's it called? Circles. Everybody know that. Marcus Houston. You know what I'm talking about.
But
Shout out to Sister Callie. She know what I'm talking about.
But I got my chance again. And I was like, God, this must be you. Because she got away and now she back. I can't fumble this one right here. By any means necessary. I'm going to put a ring on that finger. And,
It happened.
yeah. But yeah, we're going to get into that, the process of all that, how long it took,
Oh my goodness.
or how short it took.
Then what happened when we met each other, because
Man,
it's a whole story in itself, man. That's, oh my goodness.
I met Jesus that day. we gonna get into that the next time. That's gonna be part 2, man.
Yeah.
But let us know if y'all want to see part 2. So make sure y'all y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all let us know drop part 2, so we can go ahead and drop part 2.
Yep, because that's a banger. We're
It
gonna
is.
spill some more tea, and it's some juicy stuff up in there.
Ooh, we gonna quench your thirst today, baby.
Because part 2 ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
So if you want to stay tuned and you want to watch that, then
Make sure y'all subscribe, and
let us know in the
turn
comments.
the notification bell on too. Oh yeah, one quick thing. We got something for y'all. When we go hit 100 subscribers, we're gonna do a $100 giveaway. So make sure y'all send this out to y'all's friends. Make sure that y'all subscribe, because when we hit 100 subscribers, we're doing a $100 giveaway, and you want to be part of that, because we're gonna give away $100. It's for free. We're not trying to be the only ones benefiting from this. Y'all gotta benefit from this too, in any way, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually. Y'all gotta benefit from it, and we trying to give away $100. So let's help us hit 100 subscribers, so we can do a $100 giveaway to somebody. Maybe it could be you, or you, or you, or you.
Tell your
Maybe.
mama. Let them tell their mama.
Mm-hmm.
Let your mamas know.
Let them know.
And subscribe, like, and comment so you can be part of the giveaway. Also follow us. Go in the description right now. Click that tab. Go in the description box and then you'll see connect with us. Go on our socials, follow that so you'll know who won the giveaway also.
Yeah.
So you guys can be updated on what we're doing, what it's about, what all of the rules, regulations, whatever about the giveaway. Yeah, follow that so you guys know.
Y'all, well, that's it, Z&A family. We love y'all. God bless y'all.
Next time.
Peace.